all right, members of the culture. I am Ra, and you are here. Thank y'all for being here. Listen, we're gonna get right to the get to. We are now on this because we had some errors with some technical difficulties with some of the videos being uploaded. We're working on that. I do apologize, but believe it or not, this is technically episode trace of the Catch the Fade podcast, right? So remember, I told you I had a couple of guests. We're working on that to get that part still fixed at the time of this recording. I think next week they'll be here, and so we'll have 2 episodes with guests. But nonetheless, this is episode trace number 3 of Catch the Fade podcast. And thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate y'all 100%. Now, this podcast covers a whole bunch of different things, but today's topic is important to me because it's been something that I've been hearing a lot of discourse about, and I figured we would come back, and I'm sure you can kind of tell the theme behind because of the belts behind me right there. Let me let y'all get a good look. Y'all see all that? So yes, this episode will be about wrestling. So I'm gonna go ahead and spoil that for you right now. If you didn't know, I mean Sting was already there, my guy. But if you look here, there's the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, the AAW Mirror Edition TNT Championship, the World Heavyweights Championship, that is in the big gold belt, which to me will always be synonymous with my guy, the 16th time, woo, Ric Flair. Nature Boy. And of course, one of my favorite belts of all time, especially as it relates to WWE, that would be the Undisputed Championship, worn by the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, The Undertaker, and countless others. Version 1, the real big one. Right? So, the purpose of today's video, if you hadn't figured, is we're going to talk about wrestling, but we're not going to cover really a specific pay-per-view like the last time when we talked about, I think, episode 1. When we first went in, we really talked about Starrcade as a whole and builds. This one is strictly about the fans. You heard me. I said what I said. This one is strictly about the fans. And y'all know who I'm talking about, so let's not play no games. We are here 110% talking about the fans. What? The fans. What? The people, okay? That's what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole purpose of today's podcast, we're talking about tribalism. I don't have an issue, right? Because I came up, as you guys know, with my history with wrestling. I think I talked about it in the Sting video. I came up watching wrestling from everywhere, right? Because, I mean, my family came from another country. Let's be real, right? But we talk about wrestling in the South, because that's where I am now. But we talk, so the only king in my mind is the one and only King Jerry Lawler. If he's listening, shout out to the king. But my wrestling journey, man, spans decades, folks. So I've watched a whole bunch of wrestling with a whole bunch of different wrestlers. So I can't say that I have any one, as you can tell, that I have any one particular organization or promotion, whatever you want to call it, that I just stick to, right? Now, I got my favorites because, my favorite wrestler of all time is none other than God rest his soul, the Macho Man Randy Savage. But I got countless others I love. Hey, yo, Scott Hall. We all know how I feel about the NWO. We got a review of those figures coming up as a faction this week. Shameless plug. But nonetheless, I have a affinity for wrestling, so it just spans, right? Whether it's WCW, AEW, Ring of Honor, NXT, Lucha Underground when it was around, MLW, AAA, CMLL. I watch it all, folks. I watch it all. The ladies of Stardom to do their thing. Trust me, Shimmer, I watch it all, right? I consume a lot of wrestling. Shout out to What Culture. My main man, Simon Miller. Those great guys over there from across the pond. Shout out to them too. They do a good job. And Cultaholic Wrestling too. 2 channels on YouTube. If you're not in tune with those, please check What Culture Wrestling. Please check out Cultaholic Wrestling, and check and support my main man Simon Miller. Us bald people got to stick together, baby. But nonetheless, I don't have a particular I don't say affiliation, but I don't have I'm not a tribalist, right? So I'm not beholden to any one particular organization. So I'm not a homer, as they say, for one group versus another. I like wrestling. I'm a wrestling fan. I grew up learning, like wrestling, learning to wrestle, um, both professionally as well as high school. And it's just one of those things. It's in the blood, right? It's in there. I mean, till they put me in a box. I'm a wrestling fan and a collector, as you can clearly see, right? Definitely. I'm a gamer. I'm all in this culture, man, because this culture's done so much for me. Even you, Dark Side, banging in my existence. I love Dark Side, but you guys, those of you that follow the channel know how I feel about that particular figure up there. That's the McFarlane release of the Super Friends Dark Side, as I call it. Looks fantastic. You sneeze on him, he falls to pieces. Todd, if you're listening, you got to fix that. I don't care if the license going up in a year, Todd. You better fix it. Now, on to the topic again. Y'all know I ramble. I try not to, but there's just so many things I can talk about. But in all seriousness, folks, let's get to the get to. When it comes to wrestling, nowadays, and you can equate this to a lot of different things, figures and collecting, and yep, there's a video coming out about this too. Tribalism and collecting. That's going to come out, so get ready for it. That's coming to the channel. But today's topic is tribalism and wrestling. I don't really understand. I mean, I get being a fan of something, and that's cool. But just because you're a fan of something doesn't mean, A, I have to be a fan of it. B, I got to like it as much as you do. C, I got to hate everything else. Those are the people I call tribalists. I don't understand tribalism. It's cool to like something, but just because I like it don't mean that I got to crap on everything else, and that anyone that doesn't share my opinion, you automatically wrong, and you and I can't vibe or click or whatever as yell. That to me is crazy. And don't get me wrong, if you're a tribalist, man, that's your thing. Hey, do that over there. That's cool. I ain't got no issue with that. There's another whole channel for that. If you're a tribalist on figures, there's another whole channel for that. You can support that. If you're a tribalist on wrestling, there's probably another whole channel you can go on there. Here, the culture, we support everybody. Our brothers and sisters have all come from all different ethnic backgrounds. They have different tastes, different sensibilities. We all gel together for these various topics, man. You can have your point, I can have my point. We can agree to disagree. Nobody has to be right or wrong, you know what I mean? But the fact that we can have a real adult conversation about these topics and we still cool at the end of the day, that's what the channel's about, man. It's about positivity. So this tribalism, man, that, oh man, AEW sucks. WWE's the greatest. Or, oh man, AEW's the best thing ever, man. WWE sucks. Oh, man, I love Ring of Honor, but I hate everything else. Oh, NXT is trash. Have you ever seen? You ever watched? Do you remember MLW? Y'all watch that? I'm like, just stop, man. Like what you like. It's cool. But you don't have to crap on everything else because some of the best wrestling has been brought to us by all of these different organizations as a whole. You know, you had the NWA. Without the NWA, you probably don't have, you maybe don't have the WWE. I'm just being honest with you. You go back and search your history. You may not have it. You may not have AWA. You may not have, and without that, you may not have AEW. I like AEW. Miro is one of my favorite wrestlers, period. Now he's Rusev. Hey, I don't care what you call him. That's my guy. But you may not have that. Without WWE, you may not have that. Without NWA, you may not have WWE. Without that, you may not have WCW. Without that, who knows? You may not have had Lucha Underground. You may not have had CMLL. You may not have had Shimmer. You may not have had all these other organizations. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Shout out to them. You know, so you got to understand that sometimes, and I'm not really going off on a competition thing, but competition, as you guys know, I feel is healthy. It brings out the best. It also gives more people more chances to work. It gives more jobs, right? We can't have everything under one umbrella. That just doesn't work. It doesn't, because typically you don't have enough time if you got a million wrestlers and that you can get them all on TV, unless you got that much TV time out there and where you can tell a bunch of compelling stories and have you hooked from this wrestler to this faction to this tag team. It flows, ebbs and flows, and it tells really strong stories that hook you, that are connected, right, over a period of time. Because that's when wrestling is at its best, no matter what organization that it is, right? Shout out to Kenny Omega. I just saw you take care of Xavier Woods. That no good scoundrel in Xavier Woods. You look at this on YouTube, Xavier Woods. I can't say what I want to. You playing everybody else on up, down, down. You ain't invited me. You ain't invited me. If you somebody know Xavier Woods, up, down, down, I follow his channel. Send him this video. Xavier Woods, I'm gonna come on your channel. I'll beat you and anybody else you put in that locker room in 2K. You're not trying to see me, but you want to play them. Why don't you play a fan or something sometime? I got you. Just let me know. Let me know where it is. I'll show up. You want a gamer tag? I got you. Hit me up, man. Get your people to talk to my people, and let's make it happen. And then we'll see if New Day really does suck or not. Okay, but back to the topic. I told you competition. I'm all about it. I don't understand the concept of tribalism. You can like what you can like. I can like what I can like. If we didn't have competition, I promise you, not, and we're talking about wrestling today, a lot more things in life would be terrible without competition. Just period. If there's only one manufacturer of cars, how would that work? They can charge whatever price they want. You got to pay it or walk. It's just as simple as that. Not everybody, there's, and of course I eat. I'm trying to lose weight. Y'all can't tell, but I eat. But if we only had one person that manufactured all the ground beef, would that work? No, probably not. What if only there's only one kind of steak? We'd have never had delicious A5 Wagyu. Never had that. If you never had Wagyu beef, man, where you been? But if we didn't have competition, what would it be like? If we just had one lane for everything, that would be so bland, so boring, so terrible. And in my opinion, you talk about living in the matrix. Woo! That would suck. Okay? If we only had one wrestling company, I couldn't imagine how that would work, man. It couldn't. There's no way that could work. Because when you do have just one, you store it. To me, it's hard to keep stories alive. Obviously, I just talked about employment. It doesn't give everybody a chance to get paid and do what they love to do. It's horrible. You gotta have competition. And with competition comes fans, right? There's a difference in a fan and travelers. I just explained what a traveler is. Fan is like, I'm saying me because we're doing this video. I'm talking about me. A fan is someone that is, it comes from fanatic. Go look it up. But that's someone that enjoys a product, period. They don't necessarily enjoy a product from a certain place. They just enjoy a product. In this particular case, the product is professional wrestling. So I consume professional wrestling across a whole spectrum of companies. And I'm happy and I'm better for it. But if you're a tribalist, you're not going to do that. You're going to watch only whatever you watch, and then everything else typically is going to suck. I mean, you guys have been on wrestling pages. You know how fans are. They just type it in. What about the Attitude Era? I get that. We'll cover that in another video soon. But I'm trying to get people to understand that competition is a good thing, and I don't understand the whole tribalism. I just don't, man. I don't. And some of these wrestlers, they got to feed their families. They got to get paid, so they will jump ship. So you're gonna see them jump here, and you're gonna see them jump from WWE to AEW, from AEW to WWE, from AEW to New Japan to Ring of Honor. They're gonna jump around. It happens sometimes in wrestling. Sometimes you get a mainstay, sometimes you don't, right? Because you got to go where the best deal is. You got to be able to take care of your family, right? And you got to be what's in the best creative environment for you. Like, that brings me to a guy like Ricochet, where people talk about Ricochet. I think Ricochet made the right decision. If that's what Ricochet felt like, if he felt like, here's the ceiling, and we're going to hold you down, and I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just telling you that if that's how he felt, if he felt that this is where I need to be because I have a bigger ceiling, I have a better opportunity for myself, my family, for whatever the reason, and if he's a happier wrestler, man, leave that man alone. Let that man do his thing. Personally, I like the dude with the golden scissors right here. Showing up and ruining wrestling for everybody. What he probably should do is just go find his next feud, man. Take it to that Hangman Page Swerve era, man. Take it to that level, Ricochet. Go somewhere, man. Go beat up somebody's kid at a high school graduation. I mean, do what you got to do, Ricochet. The man with the golden scissors in 2025 should have the year of his life. He absolutely is a talent, and he should be doing it. Rusev should have the year of his life. These guys, and I wish them nothing but the best. Aleister Black should have the year of his life. These guys deserve it. They're great wrestlers. I'm not saying they're not, but they absolutely, positively deserve it. Io Sky, I'm happy for you. You should have the career. You should have the year of your life. Bianca Belair, y'all know I got a special place in my heart for her. Should have the year of her life. Naomi should have the year of her life. CM Punk should have the year of his life. I mean, there is so much going on right now in wrestling where you can just enjoy a bunch of different things. My main man from across the pond, Will Ospreay, bruv, should have the year of his life. Okay, I am all about competition. I'm all about everybody getting the most out of their time that they're given, man, and shining. Right. So with that being said, if you like a certain thing, I'm cool with it. Do you? And let me guys, you guys in the comments below, let me know what your favorite promotion is right now, what your favorite wrestler is right now, and what your favorite title is. Just those three things: favorite promotion, favorite wrestler, favorite title. Let me know down in the comments down below. I'll go first. I've already told you it's the Macho Man Randy Savage, right? My favorite promotion of all time, if I've got to be completely honest, it went down the ship, but there was a time where there was nobody better than me. I will always treasure the three letters of WCW. That was my favorite promotion of all time, right? Favorite wrestler, Randy Savage. And now it's almost, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm kind of in the middle here when it comes to belts. You guys know I'm a belt mark too. I have a thing for this AEW Miro title. It had to do with the man and then the design of it, right? The Bulgarian colors and design. I love this belt. This is one of my favorite belts of all time. So if I have to vote, I'm gonna say here. And then because of the lineage of it, and y'all know I do love that this WWE gigantic undisputed title. But if I have to pick if I had to pick a belt, it's like a 1A and 1B. It has to be this Miro Championship, and it has to be the 10 pounds of gold carried by the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, baby. So I'm cheating a little bit. That kind of foreshadowed it by them being together, like on the same side, right? But that's my answer, right? Favorite wrestler, Randy Savage. Favorite promotion, WCW. Favorite belt is kind of a 1A and 1B situation with the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship and the AEW TNT Miro Championship. So what are yours? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're in the comments down below, do me a favor. Give me a like, give me a share, and a subscribe. If y'all would do that, help us fight the battle against the YouTube algorithm. Let everybody know what we're down here talking about. Have them come over here and join us in the podcast. We will be going live when we have those guests, so we'll answer questions live on air, believe it or not. I promise you. Now, normally it's every Thursday at 4. It might be a little different with the two guests that show up, but if that's to happen, I'll let you know before then. But we're going to do that live, so y'all will get a chance to ask questions, man. We respond to comments, so please comment. We appreciate that. This is not something that's rhetorical. I need you all's feedback in here, okay? So let's thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Every one of y'all to subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. And until we meet again, remember, always stay collecting. Please continue to stay tuned. And above all, stay great, folks. Stay